Today, we are going to be learning Lesson 40. I can find the number that makes 10 for numbers 1 through 9. Uh-oh. Don't know why it's doing that. Whoops, let's go back. I can record each with an addition equation. Record is a fancy Nancy way of saying I can write them down with an addition equation or an addition number sentence. So we're trying to make 10 using the numbers 1 through 9. Look at our warm-up. We like this one. It's the beep number. Listen carefully while I count. Instead of saying a number, I'll say beep. When you know what that number, no, mute your microphone. When you know what that number is, raise your hand. Are you ready? Here we go. 16, 17, beep. What's the beep? Nicole?
18, 19.
18. We just need the next number. Thank you. 21, 22, beep. 24. What goes in the beep? Jonyan.
23.
23. 12, 13, 14, beep. What goes in the beep? Adeline.
Say again.
12, 13, 14, beep. What goes in the beep? 15, yes. 19, beep. 20, 21. What goes in the beep? Carolyn.
20.
20. 27, 28, 29, beep. Russell, what goes in the beep?
30.
30. 12, beep. 14. Estelle.
13.
13, yep. Sometimes we have to think about it. Alrighty, get out your handy dandy math book and open it right up. Of course, you're going to go to the back of the book to page 173, and I'm going to write that. It's going to be page 173.
Miss Kate,
Yes.
I need to get the bathroom.
Go quickly. All right. When you're on
Miss
page...
Kate,
Yes, Nicole.
I'm so excited. When it's Monday, we get to do the next unit.
Yes, I know. It is exciting. When you're on page 173, give me a double thumbs up so that I know you're ready to learn. Very good. Miss Cates is going to read the entire story problem, and then we're going to take it one section at a time. Here we go. Ming has 3 baseball caps, but there are 10 girls on her team. Use a 5-group drawing to find out how many more caps her team will need. Make a number bond about your picture. Does anyone know what a cap is? What's she talking about? What's a cap? Landon?
A baseball glove.
Close. It's a hat. A baseball hat. So, She has 3 baseball caps. Let's look at that. Ming has 3 baseball caps. But there are 10 girls. Use a 5 group drawing to find out how many more caps she needs. Do you remember yesterday what Miss Hawkins did for the 3 she knew she had? What type of drawing did she do? Carolyn?
Bicycle play?
She did, but she did dots, remember?
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw 3 dots. And we need 10. What can I do to make sure we have 10? Help me. What do I do? Nicole?
We draw more.
Can I count on till I get to 10?
Yeah.
I'm going to use open circles as I count on.
5
4, yes, the 5 group way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Do we have 10? Thumbs up if we do. Thumbs down if we don't. We do. Now it asks me to make a number bond about my picture. I'm going to make my number bond this way, but you can make yours a different way. What's my whole? What's my whole? Ari, what's my whole?
The whole is 10.
Mm-hmm. I have 10 baseball caps in all. Who can tell me what my 2 parts will be? Ryan?
You mean there's 10 girls in all?
Well, it says Ming has 3 baseball caps, but there are 10 girls on her team. Use a 5 group drawing to find out how many more caps her team will need. Okay. Ryan, what are the 2 parts?
3 on the 7.
3 that we already have, and the 7 that we need. Wow. Great job. All right. Let's go ahead. Put your pencil in your book and move that to the side. And we are going to take a look at our lesson for today that Mrs. Hawkins is going to help us with.
Hi friends! Welcome to the lesson today. My name is Mrs. Hawkins, and today we are going to
Miss
be
Kate?
finding numbers
I think
that
you
make
need a template.
10.
Let's listen to what
Give us a lesson 40 practice sheet.
Okay, let's listen and see.
So let's go ahead and get started. Here are the materials that you are going to need for the lesson today. You are going to need 1 stick of 10 linking cubes. It doesn't matter what color they are. Then you're also going to need the Add to Make 10 recording sheet. So push pause and go find these things, then push.
Okay, so the recording sheet she's talking about is this. It's inside your book. It's on the next page. You don't have to print anything out. You can tear it out like I did, or you can leave it in your book. That's up to you. And then she also wants you to have 10 cubes, or small objects to count with.
Play, and we'll continue. Go ahead and lay your stick of 10 Lincoln Cubes down in front of you, just like I have. Then I want you to count to make sure.
Okay, I want to make sure everyone's done that, so I'm going to give you an opportunity. Lay your 10 objects out in front of you. Give me a thumbs up when you've got your 10 objects in front of you. Did you have a question, Adeline? Or, yeah.
Do we just have to do the same color like it?
No, it doesn't have to be the same color. Okay, let's get started.
That you have 10 Lincoln Cubes. So I'm going to count my stick, and I want you to count yours. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hold on, Anya.
5, 6, 7, 8,
I mean,
9,
are we?
10.
Sorry.
Thumbs up if you have 10.
Okay, Ari, what's your question?
I don't have 10 cubes. I only have 8 again.
Can you find like a penny or 2 crayons that you can use?
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Now I want you to break 1 cube off of your stick and lay it on one side, and the rest of your cubes on the other side, just like I have. Do you still have 10 cubes in all? Yes. What are your parts now?
Raise your hand. What are the parts? Estelle.
1,
And
9.
very good.
Very good. 1 and 9. So let's use our sentence stem that we used in a previous lesson to describe how many more 1 needs to make 10. Let me read the sentence stem to you. Blank needs blank to make 10. Now you fill it in using the numbers we're showing with our 10 stick.
Okay. Who can read this using the correct numbers in the blanks? Ooh, who can read it for me? Carolyn.
1 needs 9 to make 10.
Awesome, Carolyn. 1 needs 9 to make 10.
Miss Kates, do we need
Very
to draw
good.
that sentence?
You don't have to.
1 needs 9 to make 10. So what would our number sentence be?
Ooh, who could tell me the number sentence you would write? I get the same friends. Ryan, what number sentence will you write?
Is it 9? No, 1 plus 9 needs. No, 1 plus 9 equals 10. Is that the right?
I think so. Listen to what Ryan said. 1 plus 9 equals 10. Sounds right to me. Nicole, that is not safe. Please do not do that. Let's see if we're right.
Yes, 1 plus 9 equals 10. So let's record that on the very first row of the recording sheet. 1 plus 9 equals 10.
She put that right here on this sheet on the first row. 1 plus 9 equals 10. I think I see a pattern coming. What do you think? Let's see what happens next.
Now put your stick back together. This time break 2 off the end of your stick. How many more cubes does 2 need to make 10? Use your sentence stem to tell me.
All right, this is called the sentence stem. Now we've broken 2 off. How many more do we need? I'm just gonna call on a friend. Russell, finish the number or the sentence stem for me.
2 needs 8 to make 10.
Oh, I love it. 2 needs 8 to make 10.
Yes. 2 needs 8 to make 10. So let's write that number sentence on the second row of the recording sheet. You go ahead and write yours, and then I'll write mine. So what should our number sentence say? 2 plus
8
equals 10. Put your cubes back together again. And this time break off 3. Now use your sentence stem to explain how many 3 needs to make 10. Then record the number sentence on your recording sheet. I want you to continue doing this from 3 all the way until you get to the number 9. Make sure you record all of your number sentences on your recording sheet.
Okay.
So push pause and go ahead and do that now.
So what you're gonna do is go ahead and fill out all the rest of these. You know what to do. I'm gonna give you a minute to do it. When you're done, do a silly face in the screen. Russell, you can't be done yet. You did all of them. Go ahead and start working. I love how hard my friends are working. Good job. Don't hold your frozen, or don't hold your silly face or it'll freeze that way. No, that's not true, but. You guys are super silly. Wow. That's just about all I can say is wow. Let's give some friends a few more minutes to finish up. Are we?
I have a question.
What's your question?
So these two, I rated markers is because I rated them backwards, so I used a marker to darken it out, and then it doesn't look like it's a backwards 3 or 6.
That's a good strategy to problem solve. Smriti?
I found a pattern, and I realized that some in the rows on the when it starts from the first number down to the bottom number is the last number. I found out that the patterns there are the same as the patterns that already came. It just flipped the other way.
You are so smart, Smriti. We're going to talk about that. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look.
Now, using your recording sheet, I want you to read me all of your number sentences, and I'll write them on my recording sheet. So let's start with 3.
Here, we're not going to go through all that. We're going to wait until she gets to the last one.
You did such a good job finding all the ways to make 10 using the numbers 1 through 9. So I want you to tell me, what strategy did you use to help you figure out how many a number needed to make 10? So
Okay, what strategy did you use? What strategy did you use? Did you count on? Did you take some away? What did you use to help you figure it out? Carolyn?
I count on.
You counted on. So you knew if I had 4, I needed to count on to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 6 fingers, so 4 plus 6 is 10. Did anyone use a different strategy? Smriti?
I found the pattern, and I realized that it's just 1, 2, 3, starting from up to down.
Yeah.
So I just knew the numbers. I just knew 1, 2, 3 that number. So I just said, well, after 1 is 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 8 and 9.
So she recognized the pattern. She saw that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then counting down 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So she just knew. Very cool. Let's see what Miss Hawkins says.
For example, let's look at 6. When you started with 6 cubes, how did you figure out how many more you needed to make 10? What did you do? Ooh, I like that strategy too. So maybe you did count the rest of the cubes on the other part of the 10 stick. And you counted 4. Maybe you used your fingers and you started with 6 and counted up to 10. Or maybe you remembered our previous lesson and in your head you thought about your number bond. You saw 10 as the whole number, 6 as one of the parts, and then you knew 4 was the other part. All of those are great strategies to use to help us figure out how to make 10. Now let's play a game. I want you to use one of the strategies that we've talked about, maybe using a number path, using your fingers to count, or using a picture or drawing, like a number bond or a number sentence. Or maybe you could use your 10 stick. So what you're going to do is I'm going to lay a number down. And when I do, I want you to figure out which strategy you're going to use to figure out how much more that number needs to make 10. So here's our first number. What strategy are you going to use? You can either tell me or point to one on the screen.
Okay. Someone tell me a strategy that you use to figure out how many more we need to make 10 if we have 5. Nicole, what's a strategy that you used?
5 and 5 makes 10. did.
But what's the strategy you use? Did you use your
Oh.
fingers? Did you use a number?
No,
pad?
I just know 5. 5. I only don't either have any more fingers. I have 5. I only have 10 fingers, so 5. I have 5. I don't have any fingers, so that's like 10.
Okay, so basically you used your fingers to help you. Great. Did anyone use a different strategy? A different strategy. Adeline, what strategy did you use?
What did Nicole say then?
She said she used her fingers.
I used I thought about it.
Okay. Did you, someone tell me, did you use a picture, a cube stick, or a number path? Carolyn?
I draw a picture.
All right, drawing a picture. Are we? What about you?
I used so I colored some circles on my whiteboard, and then I
Good.
keep counting on until without my fingers I keep counting on.
So you did a
And then
combination. You drew and used your fingers. Let's see what Ms. Hawkins says.
So now use that strategy to figure out how much more 5 needs to make 10. How much more does 5 need? 5. Now let's say that in a number sentence. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Great job. Let's try one more. What strategy will you use this time?
Okay, on a different front. Estelle, what strategy could you use to figure out how many more we need to make 10?
Cubes.
Oh, looking at the cubes. Awesome, I love it. What's your name? Anya, what strategy will you use?
To get to 7.
No, to get to 10. We have 7,
Oh.
we need 10. What strategy will you use?
Well, in my mind, I know 7 plus 1 equals 8. And then the next number from 8 is 9. So that means 7 plus 2 is 9. And then 7 plus 3 is 10.
That's basically using a number path in your head and counting on. Awesome. See what Ms. Hawkins says.
I like that strategy. So now use it to figure out how much more 7 needs to make 10. How much more?
How many more?
Very good. 3. Now tell me that number sentence.
7 plus 3 equals 10.
Yes. 7 plus 3 equals 10. You are ready for...
All right, our problem set. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Go ahead and
Miss
open
Kate?
up your math book. Yes.
I didn't did the page 173. I didn't finish. I didn't get to it.
Oh, you had plenty of time to finish that,
And
Janya.
I forgot what to do.
Okay, well now we've moved on to this. Here, you're finding the pattern and you're writing how many to get to 10. So
already
1
finished
plus...
that one.
Okay, then this is the one we're working on. Okay. Excuse me, I got choked. Look at the...
Do we have to write our board?
Say that again?
Do we need to wipe out our board?
If you used one, yes. Look at the 5 group cards. Draw dots to make 10. Fill in the number sentence. I'm going to do the first one together. I see we have 8 dots. I need 2 more to make 10. So my number sentence will be 8 plus 2 equals 10. Go ahead and do this on your own, all the way to here. Don't read the bottom. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to give you guys a minute to make 10 and write the number sentences. Then I'm going to call on friends to help me.
Miss Gates, where are we going to end? Are we going
You're going to stop
to
at the bottom.
stop this page?
Yep, fill up the page.
Okay.
When you're finished, give me a thumbs up to let me know. I love how my friends are working, focusing, and concentrating.
Miss Gates,
Yes.
what do we do when we're done again?
A thumbs up or double thumbs up.
Miss Gates, can you wiggle our eyebrows?
If you want to. Okay,
Can we
looks
make
like-
a silly face?
Yes. All right, most of our friends are done. Who can raise their hand and tell me? I have 5 dots right here. How many more do I need, and what will the number sentence be? Landon.
5 more dots.
Okay.
1.
Okay. What's my number sentence gonna say?
5 plus 5 equals 10.
Awesome, Landon. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Okay, look right here. Let's do Carolyn. Can you please tell me how many more dots I need to make 10 and the number sentence?
You need 8. The number sentence is 2 plus 8 equals 10.
2, oh, plus 8 equals 10. Okay, let's look down here. Nicole, I have 6 dots. How many more do I need to make 10?
6 plus 4.
So I need 4 more dots, and my number sentence will say 6.
4 equals 10.
Yes. All right. Up here, I've only got 1 lonely dot. Ryan, help me out.
1 plus 9 equals 10.
1 plus 9 equals 10. Very good. Here I have 4 dots. How many more will I need to make 10? Adeline, how many more dots will I need to make 10?
On which one?
This one. Can you count on with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's count. What comes after 4?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. So how many black dots do I have?
You have 4.
And how many open dots do I have?
You have
5, 6.
6.
So 4 plus 6 equals 10. Are we? Help me with the one underneath. I only have 3 dots.
I have a question after this.
Okay. How many more do I need, are we?
How many more you need? You did all the circles.
How many are there?
The empty circles?
Yeah,
8.
7.
7.
So we'll have, what's our number sentence going to say?
3 plus 7 equals 10.
That's exactly right. 3 plus 7 equals 10.
Can I tell you my question now?
Yes.
So whenever I did this, on the last,
No, someone's speaking.
I was just doing this, and then it kind of looks like an 8, and it's actually a 6.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. All right, our very last one. Jonyan, you do this one, Jonyan. How many more do I need to make 10? I've got 7.
7 and 3, and I also have a question.
What's your question?
I already finished this page.
Okay, everyone else has 2. Listen carefully, because you're going to do this by yourself. On the back of this page, create a 5-group card. Draw dots to make 10 and write your own number sentence. I'm going to show you an example right here. So, you're going to make a rectangle, and you're just going to put some dots in it. Let's say I put 2. 1, 2. And then underneath, I need to do my mystery boxes to make 10. I'm going to need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 2 plus 5, 6, 7, 8 equals 10. That's what you're going to do on the back. I will stay on with you if you need help. The rest of you, I want you to silently log out because I'm going to have friends working. And I will see my friends. Oh, you have some paper dolls to print out, or paper people. We're going to be making Colonial Townspeople at 12:45. So if you could go ahead and print those out. You do not have to print out the entire packet. You can just print out maybe a girl or a boy. Estelle's got hers. Estelle, leave it held up. Hold it back up, Estelle. I'm going to spotlight you. Estelle just chose to print out the 1 page. Here's Estelle's. And you can print out clothing to go with it. And we're going to color and decorate and cut those out, and we're going to read a story. So, thank you, Estelle. You don't have to print out everything if you don't want to. All right, friends, I will stay on if anyone has a question. Only if it's a question, Nicole. If you're telling me something now is...
I'm not talking about that. I just have a question about this date.
Not right now. Come at 12:30 and you can ask me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss Kate?
Yes.
Miss Kate, help me.